insurance. Once you have your business registered, once you have your finances set up, before you start seeing customers and clients, you need to make sure that you have proper insurance for your business. Now, wedding photographers are gonna need several different types of insurance. Number one is general liability insurance. General liability insurance covers the incidentals that could possibly happen if someone gets injured either on your property, on your premises where you are shooting, with your equipment, etc. I cannot tell you how many times a drunk guest has knocked over one of my light stands, or how many times a piece of camera equipment has fallen out of my hand. If something injures someone, then you need to make sure you have that liability insurance policy. Wedding venues are going to require this. Now, not every single venue is going to ask for a copy of your insurance, but most venues, and especially the higher end venues, are going to require not only a copy of your insurance, but they're going to request what is called a certificate of additionally insured. This is when you request your insurance agent to create a certificate naming that venue as being additionally insured under your policy. It's a very simple thing that usually takes about 1 to 2 business days for them to create. They simply list that you have a general liability insurance policy, and they list that vendor's name and address on that certificate. You then get that sent over to you as a PDF, and you send it over to the venue. Now, as a general rule of thumb, most venues will require a $1 million general liability insurance policy. When it comes time to giving them that certificate, simply contact your insurance agent, let them know the name of the venue, their address and contact information, and ask them to list them as being additionally insured. Your insurance agent will then send you over a PDF copy of your proof of general liability insurance, and it's going to name that venue on there as being covered and additionally insured under your policy for that day, should anything go wrong. Now, the next type of insurance that you need is equipment insurance. As wedding photographers, our equipment is incredibly imperative. We cannot do our job without it, and it's extremely expensive. We do not want to be stuck without vital equipment or without replacements, because the repairs to those things are too costly. Take out a business property insurance policy and make sure that you cover each piece of your important equipment with that policy. For me personally, $100,000 of my equipment is insured, and that policy each year costs me only about $600. Every time a piece of equipment is broken, needs replacement, or needs repairs, I personally have a $0 deductible. I don't pay anything. My insurance company covers it, and yes, my policy will increase a small amount next year, but it is 100% worth it. The next type of insurance that you need to have included is errors and omissions insurance. This is the insurance that is going to cover the nightmare scenarios that we all worry about, such as having a memory card malfunction, having equipment fail, losing the photos, having the photos have some sort of natural disaster, theft, or some sort of error where you cannot deliver what was promised. It also will cover if there are any unforeseen circumstances where your client and you have a disagreement about what there was going to be provided. The next thing you're going to need to take into account is health and dental insurance. As someone who is self-employed, if you do not have a partner that is able to provide you with health insurance on their plan, then you will be required to get your own health and dental insurance through Covered California, the online exchange for health insurance in the state of California. Keep in mind, Covered California has open enrollment periods. If you leave your full-time employment to go be self-employed, then that open enrollment period has an exception. You are able to declare a major life event as your loss of employment, and then can find yourself health care outside of that open enrollment period.